It's the
7th.
8th. Oh, sorry, I'll do the intro again. So here we go, intro Mark 2. evening, good afternoon, good morning. Look, apologies firstly for the noise in the background. This is a very, very unprepared, unplanned pop-up. We are doing, of course, we're back tonight at 9 with the Cocker Clock podcast. Back at 9 o'clock, of course, me and Mr. Philip Brady will be bringing you the latest on all the week at Spurs and what Philip thinks of the new TV deal. What I think of Tottenham's performance last night, we'll do a proper post-match show, and what I think about Ange. And what I've come to the conclusion is I love Ange, and Ange we trust. Then players better sort themselves out with Newcastle coming up on Sunday and stop making stupid mistakes, you bunch of idiots. Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder could have defended better than them lot last night. It was like, I tell you what, guys, we had a fantastic first half, and we'll go out and wave the white flag in the second half. Look, it's bad enough when we lose to Arsenal. It's bad enough when we lose to Chelsea. But losing to West Ham, seriously. West Ham, they're no ones. They're nothing. This is their biggest game of the season. They're having the parade now outside the London Stadium. We beat Tottenham. Yay. God, come on, Spurs. We've got Airtel Cockerell. Big up Airtel Cockerell. I like that. Airtel Cockerell. The Cockerell podcast. We've got Chris Welsh. Big up, mate. Hope you're well apart from the result. Yeah, I'm grand. Yeah, this is only a quick 10-15 minute one about the game last night, guys. My thoughts on it. And we shot ourselves in the foot, didn't we? We really shot ourselves in the foot. We've got Luca 14. Haven't seen you for a while, sir. Big up. It's this afternoon, Dermot, to you and all. Afternoon. We've got Villa 1882. Hope you're well. Big up Villa 1982. Not 1882, 1982. 82. Was that the year you won the European Cup? I think it was. We played you in the Charity Shield at the beginning of that year, I think, and we got a 2-2 draw. Ray Clements made an absolute clanger, may he rest in peace. Turned out to be a great goalkeeper over the years, but, you know, big up Villa 82. Hope you're doing well. Do you think Villa will beat Arsenal? Please, for the love of God, just beat Arsenal for us, will you? Please, just do it. I don't care. I'll become a Villa fan for 90 minutes. I really will. Anyone that beats Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham, I'm your fan for 90 minutes. Even little old Luton. Couldn't. Arsenal struggled against little old Luton. Now, to be fair, there's not a lot in Luton, but they struggled. We beat them with 10 men, and they couldn't even beat them with 11 men. Well, they did beat them, but they struggled to beat them. But big up. Yeah, I hope you do. And he says, yes, it was. Guys, look, a bit of news to start off with, of course, and we're going to start with this. The BBC and ITV have announced their picks for early January's fixtures on Thursday afternoon, which includes Crystal Palace home clash with Everton and Tottenham Hotspur showdown with Premier League rivals Burnley. So let me know. I think the Tottenham game's on Friday evening, I think, on ITV. A game that I think I would like to go to. I'm seeing if I can go to it. But look, I think it's great to have Spurs. We're going to win the FA Cup this year. And we're going to go all the way to Wembley. And we're going to win it. Yay. Spurs are on the way to Wembley. Oh, Ange's needs are gone old Tremblay. Woohoo. Yeah, look, I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments what you think about all fixtures for the FA Cup. Are you happy with the TV selections? Are you not happy? It's a game in there in the draw that you would have liked to seen in there. Let me know in the comments as well. And we'll talk about it tonight on the podcast with myself and Philip. Doctors issue injury news on Tottenham defender Eric Dyer. Now, so Tottenham defender Eric Dyer faces a possibility of being ruled out for a month if the worst case scenario plays out, according to Dr. Rajpal Bar. The injury expert claims that he'd been missing a couple of weeks for at the very least. Well, that's not such a bad thing. And the best case scenario of him being available for the next game is not in the cards. Ange Postecoglou has revealed that he's got an issue with his groin that he's been dealing with for a while. That's what keeps him out of action. So, look, as bad as we were last night, guys, where do you think we need to go, guys? with Newcastle on the horizon on Sunday. Look, I agree with Ange when he said we had no conviction last night. And does that go down to the players' mental attitude? Does that go down to the players, some players reverting back to old form? Um, do you think? Let me know in the chat what you think, guys. Look, they, I agree with Ange what he said last night, and he had every right to be angry. He had every right to be pissed off with them players. I've said it before, and I say it again. If you don't take your chances within the Premier League, you will get bitten. You will get a kick up the ass, because it's all about taking your chances within the Premier League. It's all about taking the chance you've been given to get ahead in the game. And it's the same old story. It's we start well, we play well, we kick off well, and then we just come out with a attitude of we've done enough. This is not an Ange system. This is not the way Ange wants to play. Ange wants us to play on the foot from minute 1 to minute 100. And we gifted them 2 goals last night. And it's really got to me that we're reverting back to how we were under Conte and how we were under Mourinho and how we were under Nuno. And it's concerning because it's the same players letting us down again and again and again. And Ange can tell them what to do, but these players have to be flexible enough to go with it. Now, once we have all our first team players back, like Madders and like Van de Ven, we'll be more balanced, because I think that's the spine of our team. We seem very unbalanced. But that first half was sensational last night from Tottenham. But again, we didn't take our chances. I mean, we kept passing it around the box. I said it to Philip last night. We're looking for the perfect goal. And you're not always going to get that perfect goal. We're not prime Brazil of the 70s or the early 80s. You get a ball, you get in line with the goal, you take a shot. Bone, I mean, I want to go into chat. We've got Lucas saying, being about Dermot, but not always chatting. Oh, being about Dermot, not always chatting, but we need to put more I will need to put in some input in the chats. We will rise with Ange Postecoglou. Luke, I agree with you 100%. We will rise. We will be successful under Ange. There's no doubt about that. And I'm fully convinced that in January, we've been linked with a couple of players early. We've been linked with Sancho, apparently keeping a very close eye on that. Victor Nelson could be available for 10 million. So we can add, and look, we're going for a striker as well. If we had a top-end striker there, I think half of these chances we're creating, we'd be knocking them in the park. And we wouldn't be within this slump we're in. But it is a slump. It's a bump in the road. We all knew there'd be bumps in the road. So look, we all may be upset. We all may be hurting. We all may be angry about what we saw last night and about the performance in the second half. And Ange was visibly angry, and every right to be angry. But we've got to look at the longer picture. We've got to look at the longer game. We're at the start of a process. Not everything's going to be perfect. Not everything's going to be rosy. We're going to go through periods of not winning games, of going on runs like we've been on. But I'm still confident we can finish within the top 4. I mean, look, I always said that we're only 9 points off the leader. The Premier League is extremely open this year. Extremely, extremely open. You know, any one of 8 teams can finish in the Champions League place. Look, you're looking at 3 teams for the league: Man City, Liverpool. I hate to say it, but Arsenal for the title. I think Arsenal will bottle it. I think Arsenal will fade away. Manchester City are not the same team they were last season, and I also think Liverpool will be there and thereabouts before the end of the season, because they are scoring goals. They're taking their chances. They're winning games by not playing well. And when Liverpool are like that, they're a dangerous side. They're a dangerous outfit to go up against. And look at their start. They went through a rough period. Every team goes through a rough period during the season. This is our rough period. But we have to beat Newcastle on Sunday. It's so important we get something out of that game. A point's not good enough. It has to be a win to stop this rot. Stop this rot completely, to move on to the next games, to move on then for the Christmas period and end 2023 on a high. and let's kick on to start 2024 on a high as well. Let's see who else is in the chat. We've got Chris Welsh as well. Big up, Chris. It says, what I saw on highlights seems to be the same old story. You had your chances and mistakes costing you. Yeah. That second mistake from Destiny back to Vicario was a total cock up. Not enough pace on the ball. He wasn't looking around in his surroundings. There was other options for him, and he just didn't take it. Took the easy option himself. And Vicario was left in the damned if you do, damned if you don't. You can pick it up because you can't pick up a pass and back when you pass back. You can't pick the ball up. So that would have been a free kick. He didn't have enough time to kick it, to boot it, so he had to punch it, and he punched it straight to a West Ham player. It got a deflection, and the second goal hit the post, and straight. It was just, I don't know. It was just one of those games where you scratch your head and you think, oh God, not again. Chris is saying Bowen's goal was lucky. It went straight into him. Ward-Prowse likewise. Still got to blame defence for, the defence was at fault for both. And we had such a cracking start with Romario's header as well. What a return for him. Brilliant start. First half, banged it out the park. Second half, we curled up like a little kitten in the sitting room looking, I don't want any more milk. I'm quite happy sleeping here. We thought we'd done enough. 1-0 is enough. And that's not the way Ange plays. Peter Ram, big up Dermot. No doubt with Madders and VDV we will be stronger, but we didn't put away the chances. If we do that on Sunday, we drop to 6. I know. But look, we've Ange won't let this lie. We know full well he'd be drumming it in, and he'll be drumming it into the players. They cannot do this. They're letting him down. They're letting us down. They're letting themselves down. And look, can't wait for them players to come back. Wembley one afternoon, Dermot. Newcastle will definitely be wounded beasts, after their loss last night. Omens for Sunday are not good, unfortunately. Look, Newcastle are in the same position we are. But they've lost a goalkeeper. They've lost a few other key players as well. It's going to be a tough game. A tough game. But it's a game that I think it's a game we can win. I really do think it's a game we can win. Look, we've got to take it one game at a time. We never said this season was going to be. And look, I've come across and said we're going to win the title when we were unbeaten. And yet we've been allowed to dream. We were dared to dream. And I think that's what Ange wants us to do. Ange said, my job is to do the football side, give the fans something to hold on to. And he's given us something to hold on to. He's given us a dream. He's given us a glimpse of something, what could happen in the future. He's given us a promise that I will get it right. Just give me the tools to do the job. I will get it right. We've got Luca as well. Big up, Luca. There were two big negatives for me yesterday. Our shooting was way round. Yeah, it was wayward. And we're also too slow in making our deliveries. When we did, they were generally poor in their accuracy. Yeah, they were absolutely spot on with that. Christopher Inshaw says Vicario should have been stronger. He could have got that ball instead of punched it. Yeah, that's true. I agree with my spots. Well, top 4 is still possible. We're still within the top 4 fight. Lucas says, I think Newcastle also have a do and die Champions League game this week. Yeah, they do against AC Milan. You can follow it here on Tuesday night on Thfc Till I Die as I bring you that game live. We've got more sports as well. Van der Vaart is supposed to be back when January. Yeah, we're looking at January when they're back. That's when he should be back. But I'll get more information for tonight's podcast for you at 9. We should be able to beat Newcastle as they have a bigger injury crisis than us. They don't win away, so it's up to us to get our game right. And it is. Do you know, look, it's down to us to prove that we can do it. It's down to us that we can prove to us fans, to Ange, that we are capable of doing it. We're going through a rough ride. That's all it is. It's a bump in the road. It's one hell of a big bump, but it's a bump. We can do it. We can come back from it. Let's not give up yet. I still think City will win the league. We will finish second. It's open to everyone. Look, I disagree with that, Chris. I think Liverpool were favourites for me to win the league. I think Man City are going to struggle this year. Either it's hunger or it's something. I will go in it tonight with Philip and see what Philip thinks. But I just think Liverpool could be the surprise package. They seem to be scoring goals and getting by. but the scoring goals were not playing well. And I think Liverpool could be the surprise package. There we've got Column as well. Dermo, I've lost my iron cat. Oh, very funny. How bloody hard, Column. Ha ha. I'm really laughing. At least I don't have the Glazers in charge of my club. But big up, Column. Hope you're doing well. And please, everyone, go over to our partners channel, Full Time Sports Network, the second best channel around on YouTube. Big up, sir. We've got Luke talking to Christopher Inshaw. Wasn't it a back pass? He couldn't collect it. No, he couldn't collect it. That's the thing. Couldn't collect it. I think Vicario realised he had to come out so fast that he tried to hang on to the ball. He risked sliding outside the penalty area with it. Him getting the red card was the last thing we needed. Yeah, I know. Madders will be back at the end of back of Gen, somewhere around then. Wembley won. Good point, Luca 14. And we've got Chris saying, I'm happy you're right. I hope you're right. My mind might change if we strengthen in January. I think they will. We've got Moss, Spurs, Wall, Arsenal 1, Liverpool 2, City 3. Who knows? Maybe Newcastle. No, Moss. Look. Let's get one thing right here, mate. Right? Let's get one thing right here. Tottenham will finish in the top 4. We're in the middle of a Champions League fight. We will get there. I think Liverpool will win the league. I think Arsenal will bottle it. Hang on, where's the bottle? Here's Arsenal's trophy for the end of the season. Sorry. Arsenal's trophy. There is your trophy there. They're already parading We Beat Luton trophy down outside their stadium. So they've done that already. Fair play to them. Man City, look, I always said Man City haven't got the hunger as they did last season. And I feel City will... Look, they may come back with an unbeaten run again, but I just don't think they've got it. I'm going for Liverpool, City, Arsenal, Tottenham, top 4. They're my top 4. Let me know if you've seen it. Colin says, sorry, couldn't help it. It's been a good week. Yeah, it has been. It's been a good week when your manager's been named manager of the month. Granshaw's got player of the month. And Harry Maguire's got an award as well. What the hell has happened to that fella? Big up to Kate as well, just a girl who loves Spurs, please. Everyone go over to there. Big up, Kate. Hope you're well. Kate, listen, I need to ring you in a little while. I've got a proposal to put you and Jim's way, so give me a little while and I will get back to you. But we are back tonight at 9 with the Cockerel Clock podcast, and not a Carl Simpson around to put me off saying that either. We've got Jim as well. Big up Jim. Love Jim to bits. A good man. Good Spurs man. I love Jim. I could listen to Jim all night, the way he talks about Tottenham. Absolutely. We've got big up Derm. Hope you're well. Me, I am grand. Do Spurs get Champions League if we finish 5th? Look, I think they do, but it works out how many other European leagues. I explain it all tonight. I'm going to look up that tonight for you. Jim said, hi in the room. We've got beat Villa away and we're looking prime. Yeah, exactly. Christopher Inshaw says, I think it depends all on teams getting knocked out. I think it depends all teams getting to the knockout round. Yeah, it does. This is Kate's top 4. Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Villa, Spurs. Do you know what, Kate? That's not... Look, I just think Liverpool could win the league this year. I don't think Arsenal have got it. Tony Adams said that Arsenal will never win the league with Arteta in charge. And I don't agree a lot with Tony Adams, the old Eeyore, as we used to call him back in the day. He always scores for Arsenal, as Jonathan Pearce is saying, capital gold. But I just think Liverpool might do it this year, Kate. But maybe you're right, Kate. Arsenal is a Villa, very good side at the moment. Villa are there or thereabouts. Clock, says Moscow Sports with a question mark. Yeah, it's called the Cockerel Clock podcast. And got Moscow Sports looking like he's a private investigator, just looking around the room. And then we've got Jim saying, Derm, we will get this over this split. Of course we will. We will get our players back by a few in January and we will kick on to get 4th. Well, just to whet your appetite, Jim, before I leave you, because this was only going to be a short stream. This is the latest I'm hearing. Tottenham have vied Everton's Breathwright and Javender Giuani ahead of January window. Both deals will be difficult to complete in January. I think we'll get stuff done. And also, Spurs have been linked with several players as they look to patch up their depleted squad. Clubs have also interested and Toe Daibo and Ling Jr. So there's a couple of players. I will give more of an in-depth look on them players next week when we start our transfer roundup show. So that's gonna, and then we've got Marswas, but oh, for fuck's sake, not you as well. Not you as well. You and Carl Simpson must be in sync. Moss Sports World says, do Everton have to need? Yeah, they do have to sell. They're in financial absolute mess. Everton, I bless them. And this is Chris's top thing. We've got City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, fourth, Villa 5th, Newcastle 6th, which is my prediction from the start of the season. Look, I always said Tottenham would finish top 3, and I'm sticking by that. I'm absolutely not budging from that. We've got Peter Round. We'll be linked with every striker and defender and the man with his dog as well. Yeah. And we've got Jason Bell as well. Big up, Jason. I haven't seen you for a while, sir. Big up, Dermot. Well, listen, guys, we are going to end it there. Listen, we're going to end it there. I am back tonight at 9 o'clock, me and Mr. Brady with the Cocktail Club podcast. We're going to talk about TV deals. We're going to talk about Tottenham and West Ham. We're going to talk about Tottenham, Newcastle. We're going to go over the results of the Premier League, look ahead to the Premier League weekend. And we are back at 9. So please join me for Dan. So please come in, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, whatever you do. Do not give hope. In Big Andrew we trust. Come on, you Spurs. We can do it.